Hey, what's up everybody on YouTube? This is RonWolf1485 again. This time I'm here to talk to you in another selection of the Hot Wheels world. Something that I personally like, but some people don't. It's collecting errors. Now, what is an error, you will say? Well, an error can be something simple, or it can be something totally off the wall. But I'll get into those in a minute. I have all my errors here with me to show you. Just a few examples of what you can expect when searching for errors in Hot Wheels. Now, nowadays they're more common, but back in the day they weren't as very common. I also have one of the early errors as well from the 90s, one of the biggest ones ever made, and it's not worth as much as what it's supposed to be, but still pretty cool if you ask me. But anyways, a couple of the actual explanations for there being more errors now is a more mass-produced version of that car. They can produce them more and faster now, and you just probably don't catch them as much. But most of the time it's I think it's that, but sometimes you'll hear someone say, oh, well, it's because Mattel knows that we collect errors now. Now, errors in themselves, most of them don't hold much value, but you can trade them for some pretty good things, and people collect nothing but errors. I know a guy on the Hot Wheels collector boards that has like 4 or 5 giant totes full of nothing but errors because that's what he likes. Me, I have a handful myself, but they're pretty cool. Anyways, we'll start with the more mundane ones, the more common errors in Hot Wheels. Let's see what I got. Alright, we'll start with wheel swaps. Wheel swaps are a very common error to happen in Hot Wheels. It's where some wheels get messed up and swapped and stuff like that. Let me find mine. Okay, here's my 3 wheel swap options. We have 3 of them here. 3 good examples. This is a perfect example of a wheel swap. See the rear wheels? That's not the correct wheels on it. The correct wheels are supposed to be like the ones in the front, but they accidentally put the small 5-spoke in the back. That's considered a wheel swap error. This isn't a wheel swap error, but it is another wheel error. This one got mispainted. It's supposed to be silver. These are the PR5 wheels. It's supposed to be silver, but it got painted black, see? Or no paint got on it at all, actually. These 2 I actually had up on my wall for the longest time and never noticed they were errors. I don't know, I guess I just never thought of it. Here's another one. This is a recent one. This is from the recent K-Days event. This is the Hemikuta. If you can't spot it right off, you may have spotted it in my K-Days video. Even I didn't point it out until afterwards. Note the wheels. The front wheels, that's what it's supposed to have on it, but the rear wheel, it's got the wrong wheel and the wrong color on it. That is another perfect example of a wheel swap error, would be this. Now, there's more wheel variations out there, and some tend to get a little wonky. Like, you have some, like the gold DeLorean right here, where only half the wheel is painted. Like that one, see? I thought it was pretty cool when I picked it up from Walmart. Another one. This is a treasure hunt. This is a treasure hunt. Well, I just repeated myself. But, this is a regular treasure hunt, the 59 Chevy Delivery. If you notice on the back wheel right there, you see it? Yeah, some of the chrome paint, chrome the tire as well. In this one. It's actually a pretty cool one. Another one of the wheel errors is the no wheel error. For example, I picked up this at a Dollar Tree. This is the AMC Grease Gremlin. No front wheels. Notice, the front wheels are completely gone. Now, isn't that funny? I spotted it and I picked it up immediately because I like errors like this. I mean, they're pretty sweet in themselves. There's also another one. This one I got out of a mystery pack. Now, the mystery packs back a while back, you couldn't see what was inside the package. And this is what I ended up garnering from it. Was this Barracuda. Now, at first you don't notice anything until you flip it around. See this wheel? It's put on backwards. It's kind of a rare one, you don't find as often, but the wheel is on backwards, and it was in a mystery pack. What are the chances? I mean, honestly. Now, other errors include tampo errors. Tampo errors are very, very common. One of the funniest ones I've always found, stuff like this. You see it? The entire side tampo, which is right here on the card, is completely gone. But it is on the other side, though. I think. They just forgot to put it on this side of the car. People have found these completely naked before. I mean, no tampo whatsoever. Be the color, but no tampo. Which those are usually pretty sweet as well. Another tampo error is what I call lack of paint error. This is on a Dodge Charger police car. You see it? You see how raggedy and cracked it is? I think they were running out of paint and it just thinned itself out and put it on the car. I thought it was pretty cool. I forget where I got this. I think I got that at a Dollar Tree, actually. Next one. This is called the double tampo error. Now, this one's a little bit harder to spot, so you need to get close to it. You see it? It's the Ferrari F99XX. If you can see it, right there. It's right there, see? It's not supposed to be there. It got stamped twice. I picked this up from a Walmart. So, take what you want about that. This is a blotch tampo error. Notice the AEM. Yeah, it's got a big old blotch in the middle of it. My cousin found me that one, which was actually pretty cool. I mean, if you collect errors. Errors are fun to collect. They don't have much monetary value. Unlike stuff like treasure hunts. Okay. This is another tampo error. But this one's the stupidest one I've ever found. You can't tell, but there's a pencil mark, like a legit pencil mark on the hood of the car. We got the 2008 new model Chevy Camaro convertible. Can you see it? It's right there. It looks like a hair, but it's actually a pencil mark on the car. How does that even... Yeah, it looks like a pencil mark. How does that work? It's the weirdest one I found to date. This is another tampo error. Like I said, these are very common. This one has extra black paint splattered on the front of it. This is the Hot Wheels Performance 86 Monte Carlo SS. See the front of it? Can you see it? No, you can't. But the black from the headlights got splattered all over the grill somehow. It's also pretty cool, and I didn't discover till a little while later. Sometimes you don't spot stuff immediately. Another error in oh wait, forgot. This is another one. This is another one of those smudging ones. This is my Ghostbusters car. Yeah. Who are you gonna call? You see it? Can you see the red paint splattered on it? It's all over the side of the car. I'll get into these movie cars later. I can get a couple more first. But that's another good example of an error. Another one of the weirder errors is the extra stuff in the package error. I don't know if you can tell. This is a Back to the Future DeLorean. If you can't tell, there's actually an extra piece of plastic right there. You see it? There's an extra piece of plastic in the car, or in the package. See, you can hear it rattle around in there. Those are pretty uncommon. One person even found a Mustang with a bandage in it. People have found them with stickers, bandages, other parts from other cars, and other things. Oh, I'm not going to get into that one. This one I just recently picked up in a trade with a guy in South Korea. This is a dislodged part error. This is the Thrill Racer's toe jam. You don't notice anything at first, but look at the back of it. The entire thing is dislodged. The entire toe mechanism is dislodged from the actual car. Like I said, I picked this up from a guy in Korea. Also, the actual bubble itself, if you can't tell, is slanted. It was put on wrong, slightly. So, another one. Other examples include cars missing parts. Like, people have picked up the Back to the Future DeLorean missing the entire flux capacitor in the back of it. People have picked up cars missing windows, missing interior. Someone picked up a car that had the wrong interior in it. You have unspuns, which pretty much means the rivet on the bottom didn't get riveted, so the car falls apart in the package. Other errors include no wheels whatsoever, cars that are backwards were packaged upside down. Someone even found a Matchbox in a Hot Wheels package once, I think. Someone found one with the wrong tampo on it. It was a different car's tampo got stamped onto it. Cars in the wrong package. You can find those. It's pretty funny when you have the wrong car in the wrong package. Most of the muscle cars are like that for some reason. Maybe it's their similarity in shape and stuff. No car errors where it's just this and the bubble, but there's no car in it. I have yet to find one of those. But other big time errors include ASW, which stands for all small wheels, meaning it's supposed to have like small and then large in the back. Then it just has just small wheels. There's nothing but small wheels, or all large wheels, ALW, which means all the large wheels, which those are pretty cool as well. They've also found them with extra slag. I have one back there, but I don't feel like getting them to get it. Like extra part of the metal got into the car itself. Sometimes the slag prevents them from rolling. I had one like that I finally fixed. But, yeah. Now on to one of the biggest errors in Hot Wheels history. This. The story of this. In 1996, it's the second year for treasure hunts. Hot Wheels released the 1993 Dodge Viper SRT-10. 94, whatever. As a treasure hunt. Well, as it documented in my treasure hunt segment, you saw this before. This is the 1996 treasure hunt. This is what the product of it was. Does this look like a treasure hunt to you? Proving the 97 treasure hunts had normal wheels on them, but no symbol, nothing special, just a plain red Dodge Viper. What had happened was they put the wrong Dodge Viper. They put collector number 210 from 1996 in the treasure hunt package. A bunch of these got out. Now, this is not as rare as the original one, which is rarer. The original treasure hunt was white with blue stripes, if I'm not mistaken. I said green before, but I think I was thinking of a Matchbox car. But yeah, this is one of the biggest errors in Hot Wheels history. But it's very collectible. I find it fun to collect. I mean, not a million. I mean, it was limited to 25,000, but like it says up in the corner, limited to 25,000. But this is one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. This is the coolest error I've ever seen. I got this in a trade, believe it or not, but it's a 96 treasure hunt. It's still considered a treasure hunt, even though it's not. But out of the package, it's worth the same as its collector number 210 counterpart, because they're both exactly the same car. But in the package, it's worth a little bit more. Not as much as the original treasure hunt version, like I said. But this is an errored release that Hot Wheels accidentally did. And I'm glad they did. Because it's just so freaking hilarious. Like I said, this is an early error. But, I mean, that's the only one I know of where they errored like that. But anyways, that's the gist of collecting errors. Like I said, if you don't want to collect errors, then that's fine. You can usually trade them for cars you want. You can usually trade for multiples of cars that you want. Like I could take this toe jam right here, with the dislodged back, but I love toe jam, so it doesn't matter. And trade it for several Chevelles back there. Now, I don't have an errored Chevelle. Actually, I do have one, but it's not much. It's just a little bit of the slag got into the wheel, but that's very much it for errors. Like I said, not much monetary value, unless you get something like a mass-produced one like this. There's also another mass-produced one with the 57 Bel Air. I think it had the wrong wheels, and it had the back wheels in the front, and the front wheels in the back, and they produced a ton of them, and they're actually pretty rare now, but errors don't come along that often back in the day, because they took more time in putting them together, but anyways, as usual, comment, give it a rate, take some time to send me a message, tell me how awesome I am. If you have anything you want me to talk about, any other area of Hot Wheels collecting you want me to talk about, personal message me, send me an email, leave a also leave a comment, and just enjoy. We'll get into some different ones as soon as I get some more cars in. Alright?